Hello everyone, my name is Tomas Mireles and I am a senior computer science student here at Concordia, University of Chicago. Today I'm going to be walking you through my capstone project, which is LabelLens. It's an intelligent food label analysis application that I've been designing and building this semester. So let me start with why I built this app. So a few years ago I actually went through a personal shift in nutrition. I started paying more attention to what I was, eating, reading the labels and, just trying to understand ingredients, and honestly, it was pretty overwhelming. So, food labels, as we all know, they're pretty confusing, especially if you don't know, what you're seeing, or if you've never really dived deep into food labels and the terms used. And then also, the marketing claims are just misleading sometimes. So, something might be marketed as high protein, better for the gut, clean ingredients, things like that. And most people just don't have the time or knowledge to actually decode what that means and what they're putting in their bodies. So that's a problem that LabelLens is built to solve. So this is LabelLens. The first thing a user sees when they open the app is this welcome screen. It's a clean, minimal design with a dark theme and our signature green branding. The tagline is simple: know what you're eating. That's really the whole mission of the app in 4 words. From here, the user can get started by creating an account or signing in if they already have one. We're going to go ahead and click Get Started, and I'll walk you guys through the sign up flow. So the user enters their first name, their last name, email, and creates a password. So we also have real password validation built in, which requires at least 8 characters, an uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, a number, and a special character, which is something you'll see pretty commonly along or among all the apps that are pretty prevalent today. Um, so yeah, so why people do this is because security matters, especially when you're working with personal dietary data or personal data in general. So I also added a visibility toggle here so users can verify what they're typing. So we're gonna go ahead and create an account for someone imaginary, Jane Doe. We're gonna go ahead and enter a fake email address. Hope it's fake. And a password. So we're gonna put in a password that's not in the correct format for the password. So password one. Notice it doesn't have a special character, so when we click create account, it'll prompt the user to uh, also include a special character. So that's what we're gonna do now. So once we do that, uh, it should let us create an account. Yeah, so let's create an account. I'm gonna go sign out and show you guys the sign out screen, the sign in screen as well. Um, so once you're here, this was something that I created last time, but you're gonna go ahead and uh, enter the user's email address at Gene, and then the password, which is password one exclamation point. And you'll also have the option here to remember the user that's signing in. That way when they're signed out, their email's already there. You just have to put in the password. You also do have a forgot password option. This one would just toggle the user to uh, enter the email address, and they'll get a reset link in their email. And down here, we do have the option to create an account or go to the About Us. This just briefly explains what I explained in the beginning. Um, but for the users that are not watching this video, they have a reference right here. So we're going to go ahead and sign back in. And once we sign in, all right, just took a little while. So once we sign in, so this is a home dashboard. It greets the user by the name. You can see it's pulling up Jane's name directly from Firebase, which is a cloud database. I'm actually gonna go to it right now and show you how the Firebase actually updates in real time based on the users created and their preferences, which I'll come back to right now. So yeah, um, basically this page is just a summary of what their entire app collected from the user. The dietary profile, their recent scans, So the bottom navigation bar also gives the user access to all five main sections of the app, which are home, scan, compare, diet, and settings. Uh, so this is the dietary profile screen. This one is basically one of the screens that I'm most proud of for this sprint. The user can set their health goal, which is like, something they're trying to achieve, whether it's weight loss, weight gain, maintain, or muscle gain. Dietary restrictions such as vegetarian, vegan, halal, kosher, gluten free, and allergen alerts if they're allergic to anything like nuts, dairy, gluten, soy, eggs, they'll be able to select that as well, and their daily caloric target. This allows the user to put in a calorie target for their daily calorie target. That way, when they scan something, it's personalized for the user. It tells them if it may have too many calories, if it's just right, things of that nature. Yeah, so what's really cool about this is that it saves in real time. So there's no save button. So the moment you toggle a switch or select the goal, it saves directly to the database. So let's see. I'm gonna toggle vegetarian on. Uh, Select weight loss as my goal and set a caloric target of 2,000 for the user. And once we go back home, it'll be all within the dietary profile saved. So once the user logs out and logs back in, it'll still be there because it's in a database, which I'll show you guys right now as well. Let me see. Should be here. So once we go here, it'll save everything, that the user input into their profile, and it'll be saved here. So the next time they're ready to log back in, it's all there and ready to go. So yeah, so this is the scan screen. So for Sprint 2, this is just a placeholder. So the camera viewfinder is here and the UI is built out. But the actual barcode scanning and nutrition API integration is coming in Sprint 3. That's where the real intelligence of LabelLens is going to kick in, like scanning a product barcode and pulling back full nutritional data from different databases, uh, ingredient analysis, and marketing claim verification, like I mentioned earlier. There's companies who claim that a food is, high protein, and things like that when it's, really not. So it'll call those out, but that'll be in the upcoming sprints. This is Oh yeah. So before I go on to the compare tab, I also want to mention that there's also an option for searching manually um, for food. So let's say that your barcode is scratched off or there's something covering it and you can't scan it. There's numbers on the bottom of a barcode that you can type in, and then it'll pull up the food that way. So this compare screen is also built out for Sprint 2. So it's just a placeholder, so the users will be able to scan two products and see a side-by-side nutritional breakdown. Again, this functionality is coming in Sprint 3 along with the nutrition API. And I already went over the diet screen, which is just basically uh, how you want the app to uh, basically just get personalized for you. And we have the settings tab. So the settings tab screen pulls the user's profile information directly from the Firebase. You can see the name and the email here. From here, users can change their password, manage their notifications, and sign out. We also have an account option with an account delete option with a confirmation dialog for safety. Um, and uh, yeah, so basically that's pretty much LabelLens in its current state after Sprint 2. We have a fully functional authentication system, a real-time Firebase integration, uh, personalized dashboard, and dietary profile that actually saves and loads the data. Looking ahead to future sprints and the long-term vision of the app, we're planning to integrate barcode scanning with a nutrition API, add side-by-side product comparison, implementing AI-powered ingredient analysis, so something like a chatbot where it would be trained, especially specifically for the app, where you would ask it questions like, oh, could you give me a food that's high in protein, low carbs, or something that has minimal ingredients, and it would basically be able to answer your questions based on the prompts you give it. And yeah, and also just potentially exploring blockchains for food supply chain transparency. So The bigger picture here is that LabelLens is an example of how software can genuinely empower people. Most consumers are making food decisions based on incomplete or misleading information. LabelLens changes that by turning complex label data into clear, um, knowledge for the average person that's getting into nutrition. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Before I end the video, I want to thank Dr. G for the guidance and support throughout this project. If you want to learn more about LabelLens, check out the description below before for the full abstract. Again, my name is Tomas Mireles. Thanks for watching.